Hello, peace and love. I really need to work on an introduction. Ooh, what the fuck? I guess I'm just stick with peace and love for right now. So wait for a few people to get in the room before I begin my topic of discussion. I really need the other piece to my phone. I don't like holding it like this. Hey, Keith. Hey, Nico. Paul. What's up? What's up? Peace and love. How y'all doing? I am outside in Florida. I'm out in nature. Nature. I got my little Buddha right there. You know, chilling. Hey, Ty John. Hey, I'm gonna say Adams. Is it Sariq? Not sure. What's up, Stevie? Well, so there's only 2 people viewing, but see, a few of you have already joined. The topic that I want to talk about right now, it came about because a friend had posted something and tagged me in it about a dream that he had about reconnecting with the earth and stuff like that. So, hey, Tyron. Just chilling, Ty John. So, I wanted to say, or the question should be, what will you do when your dollar has no value? How will you survive? How will you make a living? How will you continue doing your day-to-day things without the value of the dollar? You know what I'm saying? People have become so attached to Tehran. People have become so attached to this fiat, this fake currency, this made-up currency. It has no more value than a monopoly dollar. That they just forgot about the natural way of living. It's starting to rain out here. Oh well. Rain ain't gonna hurt me. Anyway, people have become so disconnected with the natural way of living that they have placed so much value on the dollar. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what else, Raya? It's my daughter. What will you do when that fiat currency has no value? How will you eat? How will you buy your medication that you so naively trust in the doctors to medicate you with? How will you buy the things that you desire the most without your man-made currency? How would you do that? Would you guys be able to survive in a world where we go back to bartering? Would you guys be able to survive in a world where we just, y'all know what bartering is, you know what I'm saying? Trading shit. Trading one thing for the next. Would you be able to survive like that? Now, I said a while back, if we go back to the bartering system, like your money, farming, that's definitely one thing that we need to learn to do. Many people can't even plant a flower and make it grow. You know what I'm saying?
So
digging a well. Yep.
Because they forget about it.
Yes, exactly, because they forget about it because they have so much.
Like these plants also.
Mm-hmm. That's a start, Keith. That really is. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. That's what I'm trying to push people on doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have all the answers, but I can point you in the direction to it, or spark that memory within you to be able to do it. We got to go back to our ancient ways. I know many people say we don't live in those ways anymore. We don't live in that time anymore. You know what I'm saying? But you never know when this system is going to crash, when your dollar is not going to be of any value, when you go to the grocery store and the doors are locked, or all the food is locked up and they're not letting only but certain individuals in there. You know what I'm saying? How are you going to survive? You don't even know how to plant. If you eat meat, you wouldn't even know how to go and hunt your own food. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you have a gun, sure, you would be able to hunt. But what if you didn't have a gun? What if you didn't have bullets? How would you...
Yeah, because when you run out of bullets, there won't be no store for you to get anymore.
Exactly. If you run out of bullets, like my daughter said, there won't be any store for you to get any more bullets. So...
What y'all think y'all doing?
we are out here just chilling. I'm going live. My daughter's eating some tortilla chips and salsa, some orange juice.
Nobody don't care about her.
Here we go.
Hating. Justice Administration.
What are these?
Books.
Oh,
No, books.
I never heard of
I
it.
threw the other ones away. I had a bunch of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question that I asked the world, or my Facebook friends. If, say, the U.S. dollar loses its value tomorrow, how would you survive? How would you
God
continue
gave me common
living?
sense.
Okay, that's great. And you know how, see, I'm not going to be that far away from my daddy, because my daddy, he could plant. Whatever he plants, it's going to grow.
I'm gonna eat on chicken, pigs. We cut Soraya up.
Who gonna eat some pigs? I might eat the chicken,
thought you
because I
don't
still
eat
eat the
pork.
chicken.
If I got to survive, God gave me common sense.
What'd you
If
say
I'm
you
going
wanted
to
to
survive, I'm going to eat. As long as it ain't human.
I thought pork makes
As long
you
as it ain't
sick.
human, I'm going to eat.
But you just said you'll cut me up.
I was just joking about that. But if it boiled down to me and you the only one left,
Run, Soraya. Run.
hey, if we go on the mountaintop, it's just me and Soraya left. I ain't had nothing to eat in about 3 months.
She gonna eat you first.
I'm going to look at her.
She gonna eat you first.
That look like a little fat turkey.
We ain't gonna be around you if it boils down. Me and Soraya gonna be off by ourselves.
It's gonna rain.
It's already raining.
There goes the
Yo, you can make arrows. You know what I'm saying?
I will survive.
You could get the venom from the snakes, you know.
Ew.
Put it on the end of your bow and arrow and, like, you know.
Yeah, I use that.
That's what I said.
Oh,
I
you
do that.
can use your body waste.
No swine, Dad. Exactly. He slipped up.
You got to follow the animal though, cause it kills slow.
Okay, and what if you're on a land that there is no animals? There are no animals there. They've all just migrated somewhere else. Or we all just wanted to eat all the animals. The animals, they're not going to last
You
forever.
gonna eat the leaves off the tree.
Okay.
Do you know how to
Wait.
tell the difference between poisonous plants and non-poisonous
As long
plants?
as it ain't got milk in the leaf, it's eatable.
As long as it ain't got milk in the leaf, it's edible. My daddy
As long as
just,
it's
my dad,
edible, I said eatable.
well, he didn't say edible, he said eatable. So, as long as it ain't got milk in the leaf, it's eatable.
As long as it ain't got milk in the leaf, it ain't poison.
I just got that little jewel right there. My daddy think he got some sense.
You made me forget what I was going to
You
say.
keep asking me questions, I must have got something.
True.
And
It's gonna
like
take
I
3
said,
months.
I got clients, the doctors, the lawyers,
Show
they're
out.
real, very, very smart, but they keep asking me questions. And then they'll turn around.
Well, how did you know
I
that?
want to do such and such, but I don't. How do I go about doing it?
It was 1, 2,
Well,
3.
I'll do such and such and such and such. Wow, I didn't think of that.
Wow. I think
Hey.
you're smart.
He give it to me. Like
I
that,
think
I don't
wow.
know, but I look at it and just come to me.
Common sense. That's what you was born with.
You hear me? I said, oh, I see clouds.
I'm living in the yard now.
Yeah. You need to
I
get
just
on with
finished
it.
just the first phase, and his wife,
Being rude.
he an artist, and his wife booked a psychologist. She run around the yard clapping her hand.
Ain't milking no
I
snakes.
gave him a little partial bill. He said, "Oh, I ain't know it was gonna be. Hey, I'm putting down what you want." I tell him go to Lowe's and get the plant. I just sold him the plants from like $2 cheaper than what he can get them from Lowe's.
He was complaining about the price.
He want them. But he's gonna do it.
See, that's the thing. We gotta see, that's a trait that I didn't pick up from my dad, I suppose, because I always undervalue myself, like especially like with my own creations and stuff like that I create and sell, even with my t-shirts and stuff. Like whenever I first started making and selling my t-shirts, people was like, "That's all? It's $20?" And I'm like, "Hey, I didn't know that I should have
Put it up to 30.
put it up to $30 to $45 a t-shirt."
You look at how much time you got involved in it, and you base your time on. Well, I need to make at least $20 an hour.
I'm drinking coffee, and my dad doesn't fish. He works a lot. He's a landscaper and stuff. But what you said, the time that you consume, $20 an hour.
Yeah. I ain't working less than $20 an hour.
So with your clients, you charge them by the hour or by the project?
I'm by the job, but I base my time. I make sure I make $20 or better. If I'm doing a tree, I'm looking at $50 to $60 an hour.
Well, you sell for a lot.
It ain't gonna take you an hour to cut the tree down.
If I tell you, well, my trailer, when I haul my trailer out of there, you're looking at $350. It take me 3 hours to do it, 2 hours to do it, especially when I got my boys with me. You're looking at $350 alone.
And that's why you go to those gated community neighborhoods.
Oh, no, all
You're
that.
comfortable.
You know, lots of people when I finish them doing some work for the last time, some of them give me an extra $100. Say thank you.
I heard that.
Hey, see, there go the white table right there. One on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. There ain't no stores. How are you gonna get the seed? Like if there's no stores with no plants or stuff like that, how are you gonna get the seeds to plant the plants?
You did your homework?
I ain't got no heart.
She ain't got no homework.
She need a beat.
She don't need no beating. She's a star child.
See?
My daughter just said, if there are no stores, how are you going to get the
There's no stores and no plants that have seeds in them.
so if there's no stores or no plants that have seeds in them, how are you going to get the seeds to plant your plants, grow your plants? And that's a good question. So I suppose we should start saving our seeds now.
I don't see none.
Well, that lemon that you ate earlier, did you eat the seeds or did you save them or did
No,
you
I
throw them
threw 'em
away?
away.
You threw them away. See? Oh, ain't nobody watching. Forget y'all then. I know Keisha's watching. But yeah, back to what I was talking about. I remember I made a comment once. I was like, you know what I'm saying? You really have to focus on how to make herbal medicine, like herbal healing. It was a thing of the past. It needs to be a thing of today again, you know what I'm saying? Because like when that fiat dollar has no value, say I'm the only witch doctor in town and I got all the medication, I got all the herbs and shit. Don't nobody else got no herbs in town but me. You know what I'm saying?
They don't want to do it.
Yeah, if your dollar is not going to be of any value to me. I'm going to feel sorry for whoever is sick. But unless you have something to trade me that is of the same value or whatnot, I don't know what to tell you. Your dollar ain't going to be of any value. It'll bring me some gold and some silver. But then again, it's like, we got to create our own currency. At this point in time, we should already have our own form of currency. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about going back into bartering and stuff, but at the same time, us as a people, as the melanated beings on this earth plane, we should already have our own form of currency. Like, we're so fucking behind that it doesn't make any sense. Like, our ancestors were more advanced than we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's embarrassing. That truly is embarrassing. Like, the people of the future are going to do research on us, and they're just going to find out that all we did was do research on our ancestors and find out that our ancestors were more advanced than we were. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go down in history as a people of research, because that's all we do is just research. A lot of us don't apply any of that. Don't lean on the table, baby, because it's not that sturdy. I think some of us want to know how to do this.
Our grandpa said, look, I said, let's be twins. When I walked in the door, grandpa said like this. So I said, I went like this. I said, let's be twins. She said, well, okay, we twins. I look better than you. I'm like, boy, please.
I feel you, Keith. I understand that. But at the same time, we got to realize that while this internet is up and running, we need to utilize it. It's a tool. You know what I'm saying? The internet is a tool. We're in the age of knowing. Anything that we want to learn, anything that we want to know at this point, all we have to do is just type in a few keys on the keyboard or whatever and look it up. You know, everything. Look it up. You could. There's the science of herbs. It's on there. There's many YouTube videos as well. There's many YouTube videos, and they expound on certain things. Going back inside? You leaving me? Oh. Forget you then. So yeah, we gotta be our own teachers. We got to, I mean, we're born with all of this information as it is. So anyone outside of you is just a reflection of you. So like I am you, Keith, just bringing this information out of you so that you can put it into thought and start thinking on that frequency. You know what I'm saying? But why I look like I got an Adam's apple? I don't though, but it do look like it. But anyways, yes, we have to figure out something. Something has to give, because tomorrow, it can happen tomorrow. Like, I don't know if y'all heard about the government shutdown or whatever, but I mean, I don't really be into like mainstream TV or anything like that. I get a lot of my information off of Facebook, and many of my friends aren't really into like mainstream media and shit like that either, so we don't really know what the fuck is going on out there, which I don't like to base my reality on that shit anyways, because that just brings my vibration down. And if the government did shut down, it really didn't affect me anyways, because it just didn't affect me. I don't have a bank account. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So I think it would have just affected people who like had a bank account or something, if it even did. But anyways, say the government really wants to shut shit down. Say they really want to lock up these stores, lock up your way of eating, lock up the hospital, close up the banks, take your money away like they did before, take your money away, take all of your resources from you. How are you going to survive? How are you going to survive? Do many of you even know how to like make a fire without fire? Like rubbing two sticks together or whatever? Do you even have like the more modernized tools to create a fire outside if you need to? Do you know how to set up some sort of shelter? You know what I'm saying? Do you have tools to cut wood up and shit like that to make you a shelter if you have to? Do you even have like escape shelters to go to? Do you even have like a already put together escape bag to have to? Because we always look at these different countries and we see how the U.S. government, like the military, goes into these different countries and they invade them, and even the militaries in those countries, they like go to the people's homes and they pull them out of their houses and shit and stuff like that. Like, say some shit like that goes down here, y'all think that we're like just excluded from all of that shit? You know what I'm saying? I mean, for now, I suppose we are, but who's to say it would never happen? If that shit happened tomorrow, would you be prepared? Would you know like the back roads to take to get to some sort of emergency sheltering place for you to be able to survive. If that happens, it's because nobody knows how to survive without money. Exactly. Nobody knows how to survive without money. So, I mean, when shit gets scarce and there's no food and shit, motherfuckers gonna start eating each other. Not me. That's why I'm trying to get the fuck out of this place right now. Like, people be like, I'm not trying to get out of the U.S. because of that, per se, because I don't fucking not fearing that shit. I just understand by reading my astrological chart and reading my astrological energy and all of that. I understand that I'm a tropical being. I understand that I'm not supposed to, or I'm not supposed to, and I don't have to endure all these different seasons that happens here, you know what I'm saying? And this where we are on this earth. Like, I'm a tropical being. I'm supposed to be in a tropical area, you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be where it's sunny and hot as fuck all the time. I love the heat. I love the sun. I hate the winter. I hate cold. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I plan on leaving the country soon. Not really soon. My children, they're not up for it, and I'm not like one of those parents that's gonna snatch them up and take them, you know what I'm saying? So I got 8 more years and I'm out this bitch. Peace out, Keith. But yeah, that's what I wanted to come on here and expound on. We need to stop being so caught up in the ways of today, and you know, we're gonna have to start moving how our ancestors moved in order to survive tomorrow. Not necessarily tomorrow, but you know what I'm saying. Like, this shit's the dollar is gonna lose its value. Everything that we take for granted right now, it's gonna cease to exist one day, and many of us aren't gonna know how to survive. We're not gonna know how to survive without daddy holding our hand, providing everything for us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even the job systems, there's going to be no jobs because there's going to be no money to pay you. You know what I'm saying? So if you had how would you pay people to work for you? Like, say you have a farm or some shit like that, and you want some people to come and work for you on your farm. How would you pay them? We really got to think about the future. We really do. A lot of people think it's going to be like flying cars and all types of futuristic type shit, but I really don't see it going like that. And I see this, I see us going down in history as like 2018 AD. These motherfuckers didn't know shit. All they did was just spend so much time studying their ancestors and everything that their ancestors knew, and they didn't evolve. They didn't move forward. They were just stuck in the past, and they weren't applying anything that the ancestors knew to their way of living. All they did was just let everything that their ancestors did just go to their fucking head. Like, everybody is just so like, oh, the Egyptians, they did this, and we're like, you know what I'm saying, we descend from the Egyptians, and our ancient ancestors, they were royalty, and our ancient ancestors, they built civilizations and shit like that. But like, what are you doing? What are we doing? We haven't built shit. Nothing. So we need to like get out of our fucking ego and stop just researching what our ancestors did, because don't forget that they fail. You put an ED at the end of fail, they failed. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we are in the situation that we are in now. So what we got to do is, research the shit. Apply that shit and make that shit great again. Evolve, you know what I'm saying? But don't just stay stuck on that shit. Stop just staying stuck on that shit, because you're just stuck in the past. It's like you time traveled all the way to the past and you're still there, and that's not really aiding in anything that we have going on today. We're just further descending ourselves. That's it. We're just further descending ourselves, and it's sad. It really is that our generation of people, in this era, we're going to go down as just a group of researchers. But we didn't do anything with the research. People who just lived in the past and who didn't want to evolve and move forward. Get the information, move forward, apply that information to your life and move forward. You know what I'm saying? Don't just get that information and be like, we were. Because were is the key word. We were. But we are not anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucking frustrating me. But anyways, there's a train coming. I'll go live a little later. Peace and love to all who came on and got this little snippet of information. We gotta be hunters again. We gotta be survivors once again, because that time is gonna come. Peace and love.